I hate to see it just sitting there deteriorating. I know it's an inanimate object, but looking at it just brings back so many wonderful memories. I know it looks rough, but he had so many great plans for it. I was gonna sell it because I didn't want it to sit here and go to waste.
When I came around the trees and saw this Bronco for the first time, it was wow. To find a Bronco like this, untouched, it's not been chopped up, it's not been done. I mean, this is original Bronco. And to find it sitting in the woods like this, and you can tell it's been maintained by the owner, Mr. Brown, it's so cool to be standing here and just going through this truck that used to be his.
When I look at this Bronco and I see it again, there are so many memories that come to mind with Daddy, going camping with him and sleeping in the back of it when it poured down rain, going over the creeks, through the creeks with it, and him laughing.
He always called me his main man, and I still miss him today, and it's just an amazing opportunity. So I know he'd be over the moon if he were here to see this today.
Daddy always wanted to pretty it up and everything, but he never got the opportunity. I don't have the knowledge, the time, or the money it would take to do it justice. And I didn't want to sell it, but I couldn't stand to just see it sit here and just deteriorate.
This is a volunteer project. The Georgia Broncos community, the professional builders that we've partnered with on this build, everybody's volunteering their time and their hours and eventually their blood, sweat, and tears on this Bronco. It's just so humbling to me and the rest of the Georgia Broncos community that we have members that want to be a part of this, not because they've been asked to or anything like that, because they want to be here today. This is exactly what this project means to Georgia Broncos and the community. It's to find a truck that's been cherished by the owner, that just didn't have the opportunity to do the things that he wants to it. For us to be able to jump on board and do this for you and your family, I mean, that's awesome. But
I really appreciate it.
It's a great starting point. He left us something really good to work with, that's for sure.
Well, good,
So,
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I am completely humbled and honored, and my kids are as well. I mean, my daughter cried for 30 minutes. And my son was just kind of dumbstruck. He didn't know what to say.
Sure.
It's kind of crazy. Like I literally didn't believe it for like the longest time. This is such a treasured thing. I don't want our family to lose it. So I was like really nervous and kept asking my mom, like, are you sure this is real? Because this is crazy.
We're calling this project Paw Paw Brown. The grandkids called him Paw Paw, Mr. Phillip Brown.
It's not just an old truck. It's a very sentimental part of my family. Just about anybody that you would ask in Powder Springs, they might not know who Daddy was, but they knew he was the guy in this truck.
Papa could be really stoic and quiet, or he could just be goofy and just having a great time. I was in the Boy Scouts for a little while, and he was a Boy Scout leader, and we'd go out to Boy Scout camp, and we'd always take the Bronco and load all our camping equipment up, and the propane stove and his big cooler, and that was always really special.
He was my best friend. Sorry, I don't mean to get emotional. This is Paw Paw. Like, I have photos, I have, sweatshirts and stuff, but like, this is him. And so it's like the last remaining thing that like I identify him as. So it's like he's kind of being saved, and like I'm able to tell my grandchildren or my children about their great Paw Paw.
The ultimate goal of this Bronco is to give the family what they deserve. Mr. Brown was a leader in their family, and to be able to pick up where he left off and give this family this truck that he cherished so much in the condition that he wanted to do it, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, first steps, we're gonna get that out of here and, kind of have a kickoff meeting.
Let's not waste any time. We're all getting eaten up by mosquitoes. So, Tim, if you're ready, let's get backed up.
need to get into it, tear it apart, and really see, because right now we just see what's on the surface. So we need to get a pressure wash, we need to get the first layer off and really analyze what we have in front of us. From that point, we have a whole bunch of resources from Georgia Broncos to get us parts, labor, and kind of put that team and process together and kick it off from there.
Just to have total strangers come in and want to do this for us is very humbling, very overwhelming. I'll never be able to thank them enough. And I'm very happy, and it's strange, but they already kind of feel like family.
It's a great way to honor his spirit through getting to share it as a family too. It's not just gonna be my mom's, it's not gonna be my sister's or mine, it's gonna be all of ours, and we're all gonna get to share in that.
As soon as this is fixed up, the first thing I want to do is take it to the beach. I don't know why, but I think it's that country song about driving the Bronco down to the ocean or something, but I'd like to just go on a little pleasure trip with it, see what happens. He is always with me. I never doubt it for a minute. So he'll be around most definitely with this going on.
Today's the big day. This is something this community has been striving for a long time. The day's finally come. We've met the family, and it's time to tear this thing down and bring her back to life. So stay tuned. This is going to be a lot of fun.